you're right. And when you're right, you're right. And you're always right.
Well, Barf, I don't want to say I'm always right, but I like to think I've got my finger on the pulse of culture when it comes to pop culture, you know what I mean? I know I already talked about Borderlands in a previous video, but I knew for a fact I'd be revisiting this one, especially now that Rotten Tomatoes has come out with an updated score, and boy howdy, it does not look any better. As of this recording, Borderlands stands at a 52% audience score, 10% critics. Now keep in mind, this is over 500,000 verified ratings for the audience. I don't even know how much 500,000 plus is. It could be 1 million, it could be 10 million, it could be 501,000, but that's not the important part. The important part comes when we factor in the all audience score, and that, my friends, is where it comes down to this. Boom, 37% audience rating and a 3% critic score. Ouch. Unimaginative and uninspired, Borderlands is just a hot mess. I think we all knew it was going to be bad, but I don't think we thought it was going to be this bad. So what's the reason for it? Why exactly is this movie failing to connect with the audiences at the box office? Well, it's a number of reasons, the primary one being casting. You've got Cate Blanchett, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Kevin Hart playing characters that they're not even qualified to be playing. I don't know who the casting agent on this movie was, but really, they need to be fired. For her part, Cate Blanchett looks like she's phoning it in. She looks tired, bored, and she sucks the life out of every single scene she's in. Jamie Lee Curtis is, of course, Jamie Lee Curtis, overreacting, overacting, and generally overdoing it in every scene she's in. Kevin Hart is not believable as the character he's supposed to be, and I just feel that Ariana Greenblatt, playing Tiny Tina, is just completely miscast. She's too old to be endearing, too young to be an effective character in that role. And don't even get me started on Jack Black, probably one of the most irritating characters in the entire movie. Look, I know Claptrap isn't exactly a Shakespearean character, but at least in the games he's given at least one or two one-liners, something relatively quotable. But in this movie, Jack Black just makes Claptrap an insufferable comedic trope, and one that gets tiring really fast. As to the plot, well, it's nothing new and nothing great. Cate Blanchett plays Lilith, an infamous bounty hunter with a mysterious past who reluctantly returns to her home planet of Pandora after being hired by a man named Atlas with a mission to save his daughter from a group of mercenaries. Now again, there's nothing inherently bad about this plot. I've seen it done 1,000 times before in far better movies. But one of my biggest sticking points with this film has got to be the CGI. My God, I've seen better CGI in a 1997 sci-fi flick. Actually, that's not true. Starship Troopers came out in 1997, and that CGI still holds up today. But I think where this movie really goes astray is the rating. Borderlands is rated PG-13, and anyone who's played the game knows that sucker should be a hard R. Borderlands is all about adult humor, over-the-top violence, and some fairly dark content. Borderlands could have been a far better movie had it actually stuck to the source material, you know, the game. If you're a Borderlands fan, meaning a fan of the game, don't bother wasting your time with this movie. It looks nothing like the game, it represents nothing about the game. In fact, I don't even know why this movie is called Borderlands. It should have just been labeled some random sci-fi flick. At least then it would have had a hope in hell of making any money at the box office. And the fact that the studio pushed this movie to a late summer release tells you all you need to know about their faith in this one. Clearly the producers had a contractual obligation to Cate Blanchett, and they just wanted to get this sucker out there. Just once, I wish Hollywood would give us a faithful, good video game adaptation. Stop giving us video game nerds the old bait and switch. The story for this one is an absolute disjointed mess. I don't know where it stops, I don't know where it starts. It's like multiple subplots are happening at the same time, and none of them make any sense. I'd like to say I didn't see this one coming, but I kinda did. Do yourselves a favor. Wait till this thing comes out on streaming. Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, hell, even the $5 Walmart bin. I think it's safe to say that Borderlands is a bust. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on another video review just like this one. And until next time, my friends, you get your geek on out there. Take care.